Hello, everyone. How are you? Welcome. Welcome to the Friday night showcase at Ari's Tavern. Give yourselves a big round of applause for supporting live comedy here in Denver, Colorado. Come on down and grab your seats, and we're just going to have us a good time. The show comes to you live, and this is for the people that are online. The show comes to you live from Ari's Tavern in Denver, Colorado. Come on down. It's at 5686 Paco Street in Denver, Colorado. So come on down and get yourself some of the best food in the world. If you, by the way, if you're here and you haven't ordered your food, the biggest complaint I get after the show is no one told me when the kitchen was going to close. So order some food. If you want some food, I will give you a warning when the kitchen is going to close. All right, so here we go. I'm not going to host the show. I'm going to bring up your host and MC. Are you ready to rock and roll? Your host and MC tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Nicole McCormick right there. Nicole McCormick. Go get him, baby.
Happy Friday, Ari's Tavern. Yeah. Give me a minute, I got to adjust this. Or not, I'm just going to take it off. How's everyone feeling? Yeah, right on. I will. What? Who said that? Was that you? No? This one over here? Well, hey, you guys, it's a 3-day weekend. Everyone excited about that? Happy Labor Day, yeah. My name's Nicole. I'm going to be your host/single mom for the evening. Any other single moms here? Yeah, good. I'm like, please don't tell me I'm the only one that couldn't keep my marriage together. Thank you. Single moms are the shit, you guys. We are the shit. If there weren't single moms, you wouldn't have, let's see, like Barack Obama, Kanye West, Justin Bieber. You know what, on second thought, fuck single moms, you guys. You don't need them. Skanks. It's so funny because when you say, like, single dad, girls are like, oh my God. You say single moms and they're like, slut, damaged, something's wrong with her. Can't help it, I'm sorry. I have 2 kids, actually, 2 really wonderful kids, and it's so cute because my son really wants a baby brother. And he's like, well, you know, Mom, how are kids made? And I was like, well, you're 7, I guess you're old enough to hear this. Well, when a man and a woman really love each other, they often trust that your father's going to pull out when he says he will. And when he doesn't. But I'm so scared, you know, being a single mom, it's so terrifying because it's like, I don't want to mess these children up, you know? Like, but sometimes I'll just sit there and I'll watch them sleep, you know, and I'm just like, my heart just fills up with so much love. And I would do anything to draw a dick on their face. But I stop myself. I don't do it. And that's how I know everything's going to be okay, you guys. So, how's everybody's week? Have a good week? I had a great week, thanks for asking. This lady here had a good week. Little hand up there, I saw that. Thank you. Good week. Good for you. All right. Yeah, I know I had a great week. Let's see, I earned $10 in Kohl's cash. It's pretty exciting, right? Yeah. I had a pregnancy scare that I lived through. So that's cool. And then I actually had a run-in with Justin Bieber on Sunday. Believe it or not, I was at Dave Chappelle's birthday party. He was here on Sunday, and Justin Bieber walked right by me and gave me the little nod wink combo, the little Canadian come on right there, the little. And I have to say, you guys, as much as I hate him, that is one goddamn beautiful girl. Absolutely stunning. Like, his skin is just fucking gorgeous. You guys, say what you will about Bieber, but he is damn beautiful in person. Damn beautiful. And he had these giant diamond earrings on. It was adorable. So yeah, I'm a white girl. Thank you. I know, yeah. No, I know. I know you were gonna, think I was Puerto Rican or Chinese maybe. I don't know what you guys were thinking. But I don't act like a white girl, because I grew up, on the south side of Chicago. I don't do the things that white girls do, like Pinterest and Instagram and black dudes. Like, I don't do any of that stuff. And not that there's anything wrong with it. I just haven't had the opportunity, because I actually have a white boyfriend now, which is, I usually date Mexican guys, and so it's very interesting, the differences, because I tell you ladies, once you go white, well, like your parents start talking to you again, and got approved for an Old Navy card, and stop walking so bow-legged all the time. It's great. It's great. It works out great. But I actually did a white girl thing the other day. I went to yoga for the first time. And I gotta say, you guys, if I wanted an excruciating evening of holding in my farts, I would have just spent the night at my boyfriend's house. Like, I could have just skipped the whole downward dog shit. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. I don't know how you ladies do it. So, my boyfriend and I are actually coming up on our 1-year anniversary. Thank you. It's pretty exciting. You know, that first year is really important, and it's awesome because that first year, you know, it's like you guys just want to do the naughtiest things together. You know what I mean? Like shoplifting and like crystal meth and shit like that. But it's good because that first year is where you just can't keep your hands off each other, and you want to kind of harness that. You know, you want to have that because as the relationship progresses, you're still going to want to put your hands on each other, but you know, it's usually like in the form of domestic violence, or you know, where like the little love chokes start to last a little bit longer than they used to, and the hair pulling occurs outside of the bedroom. And then if he calls you a slut, it's probably because you are. He probably did something really slutty. So that's your fault, bitch. So any weed smokers in here? Yeah. Well, okay. I was going to say it's kind of an enthusiastic response for a stoner. Good for you. My parents, now that it's legal, my parents started growing weed, which is just completely surreal to me. My son actually even knows the name of the plant. He's like, oh, well, you know, this one is extra kush, and this one is white poison. I'm like, no, your fucking grandfather is white poison, son. You're 7 years old. You should not know the name of weed plants. I'm just thankful that prostitution wasn't legalized. I have no idea how that would have gone over with my mom and dad. So how's everyone cheering for the CSU-CU game tonight? Anybody? No. You're goddamn right, because you are here at Ari's Tavern, and we're going to get this show started. Are you guys ready? Yeah. Well, we're going to bring up our first comedian. He came up here from Boulder, and he is an IT nerd. He likes computers more than he likes people, which is just code for I don't get laid. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Joseph Hessler.
Hey. I always look on the dark side of death. Like I'm usually in a state of low-grade panic, as I am now. I'm afraid I'll die. Then I realize I will. But I'd rather die alone than die with someone I wish would die. I love how relaxed I feel after a panic attack. When I'm panicking, nothing makes me more relaxed than hearing, "Chill out, Joseph. Please, don't diminish my anxiety just because it comes across as awkward." Yeah, I'm awkward. I hide behind my vulnerability. Like my boss announces to the whole team, she's pregnant, due in June. So June rolls around, and I want to connect with her because she's obviously no longer pregnant. Well, sort of obviously. I ask her, "How's the baby?" She says, "What baby?" I say, "The one you were pregnant with." She says, "Stillborn." I know. And I'm like, oh, I even read about this in How to Talk to People. Rule number 3, never ask someone about someone they love because they could die. People tell me I look like a lot of people. I have some fun with that. This woman at work says I look just like her brother. I'm Mexican-Irish, she's Swedish. I'm like, how do I look like your brother? She says, you've got the same eyes. Only browner? So, are you attracted to your brother? At least I'm still employed. I've recently realized getting laid and getting off are two very different things. From getting laid off. I'm not the only awkward one in my family. My grandma asks, "What's YouTube?" So I tell her, "Well, Grandma, YouTube is just like YouPorn, except no graphic depictions of sexual intercourse." She got it right away. I have a love-hate relationship with porn. While watching porn, I'm wondering, where are they on their honeymoon? And I'm concerned about the baby they're making. You know, since 60% of marriages end in child support. Some people ask, is porn good for you? I ask, are you good for porn? You might be. You. Yeah, you. No. Her. Yeah, her. She might be. Yeah. Yeah, Tammy. I don't want a porn star. I want an amateur. Lately, I've been watching girl porn. Two of my guilty pleasures are Mean Girls and The Notebook. Yeah, some of the ladies here are into girl porn too. Yeah, see, I don't go for the usual fantasies. My ultimate fantasy is a wife. We cuddle up in bed and read. We read how to have sex with each other. It's very nice. So I've recently given up porn. Now I'm focusing on connecting with real women, physically and mentally. Mostly physically. So I'm single. And it would be nice to have a girlfriend because that would make me more credible. It's easier to find a girlfriend when you have a girlfriend. She could translate for me. What Joseph's trying to say is he really likes your dress. I've realized I don't project myself onto others. I project others onto myself. Like when I see an attractive woman, I tell her, Joseph's not good enough for me. It's very confusing. So I'm experimenting with dating. I'm doing speed dating. I'm a great date for 8 minutes. I get asked the same question by all of my 8-minute girlfriends. What are you looking for in a relationship? Speed marriage. Speed kids, speed grandkids. Not necessarily in that order. I'm not clueless. I know women aren't interested in me. I reek of IT. Lately, I've been slacking off at work. My boss is not happy with me. And she makes that clear when she says, I am not happy with you. So now I don't think she finds me attractive. Well, at least not emotionally. So I just wish that women would accept me. Will you accept me? Tammy?
Yes, Joseph.
Thank you.
Will you accept me?
Yes. I just wish Joseph Essler would accept my Facebook friend request. We have the same name. He's male. I wonder what else we have in common. I wonder if he has a girlfriend, because we could share. I'm a part-time monogamist. I used to date my neighbor, who lives in the apartment directly below mine. Normally that's too close for comfort, but she has a boyfriend. He makes her break it off with me, but she still wants to be my friend. I tell her no. For me, it's part or nothing. Yeah, so I'm thinking it would actually be nice to have a wife, because if you have a wife, it's easier to to have an affair. That's what my dad tells me. I'm against gay marriage because my parents think I'm gay. My mom asks, why aren't you married? And I tell her, Mom, it's illegal. Yeah, I love my mom, but I hate taking her out in public. When we go to a nice restaurant, she makes sure our waiter knows I'm her son, not her boyfriend. Which embarrasses me because I don't find her the least bit attractive. And she knows no woman will measure up to her, and she tells me so. She teaches me how to treat women, and I'm, if you haven't noticed already, I'm a little Aspergersy. I get it from my mom. We've both been called retarded by each other. I actually don't think I'm all that awkward. I think all of you are. Well, not all of you. A few people over there. But I think it's because I understand things literally. Like, according to my annual employee review, I'm great at making people feel better about themselves, like all of you. Because anything you can do, I can do worse. And I've noticed people who move up the corporate ladder, they have good social skills. Not my strong suit. But I have good eye contact. And pretty eyes. My boss likes eye contact, but only in the figurative sense. No more butterfly kisses. All right, well, I'm going to go out on that note. Thank you. Have a good night.
We're going to keep this party going. We have a young lady here tonight. This will only be her third time up, but she's really, really adorable. And on the street, they call her Squiggly Dan. But we're just going to call her Miss Ani Mayer. Miss Ani Mayer, take the stage, ma'am. Go get him, Tiger.
Hi guys, I'm Ani, and I can eat a Happy Meal in 45 seconds or less, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to discuss something that has affected our world profoundly. Now I'm talking adults, teenagers, children, and sometimes even babies. And there are stores in Colorado that sell this product and its accessories. I, of course, am talking about Crocs. Now, statistics show that 1 in 4 children have abused Crocs. I find this disgusting. All right, I was walking a few years ago, and I saw a girl, and she had fallen, and I went to go see if she was okay, but then I realized she was wearing Crocs. So I got down in her little 12-year-old face, and I whispered, "That's what you get for wearing Crocs." Now, you may think I'm a horrible person for this, but I want to blame it on the media because everyone else does. There are a few commercials out there that have really messed me up. All right, the first one being a campaign called Get Up and Play an Hour a Day. All right, it was all these kids, they're playing outside with famous movie characters. Well, that didn't work for me, because now I'm terrified of going outside and being apprehended by Shrek with a Frisbee. All right, the second commercial, all right, just picture this. She's a woman, she's in front of the TV, she's working out, she's kind of bent over. Not gonna lie, it's kind of hot. But there's a kid behind her, and he has a blow dart, and he's with Chester Cheetah, and Chester Cheetah's like, "Come on, kid, you've been training for this your whole life." All right. So this kid aims. My God, he aims and he shoots. The screen goes black, and you hear a scream. Now tell me this kid did not just shoot a Cheeto up his mom's ass. Honestly, that's a little messed up, Chester Cheetah. You're pretty sick. And I just gotta say, that kid was probably wearing Crocs. That's all I have to say. I'm Ani Mayer.
Ani Mayer. And if she seems familiar to you, that is because that is my daughter. Yay! Good job, girl. She didn't want me to tell anybody when she came up here. All right, you guys. Our next performer. It's his very first time on stage. Very first, and this is a grown-ass man, all right? Very first time on stage. He's been shitting bricks for the last hour, so we want to show him some extra love. It's gonna be okay. You ready? You ready? Bring it up, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Mr. Tom McKee. You got this. You got this.
Shit. Hello? It's a good time to take a piss. If you gotta go to the bathroom, just go. So the reason I'm up here, not gonna lie, I lost a bet. It's not what you think though. I didn't lose the bet for having to come up on stage. I was supposed to run 2 miles in like 24 minutes, which anybody can fucking do. Honestly, that's what I thought in my head. I'm like, I can run 2 miles in 24 minutes. No goddamn way I can't run 2 miles in 24 minutes. But the other end of that bet is bad. It's, I gotta suck a dick if I lose the bet. Exactly. So, I can get out of this whole goddamn bet as long as I get up on stage right now and talk in front of you guys. I'm doing this shit. All right? So, I may or may not make you laugh. I really don't give a shit. Because I am not gonna suck a dick. But my friend Mikey over here, I still have to question the whole situation about the bet. Does he think I'm gonna lose the bet? Or does he think I'm gonna win the bet? I think he thinks I'm gonna lose the bet. So I think he thinks I'm gonna suck his dick. And I'm like, come on, guy. Seriously. You gotta be kidding me. So I'm gonna stand up here for at least 10 fucking minutes. I don't care if you laugh or not. It ain't gonna matter. So then you see in the news, right? So this is gonna be, all right, Liz, I can't put shit together. We're just gonna go with what we got. So in the news, right? So you got that couple that climbs a fucking mountain, right? The guy like proposes to his wife or to his girlfriend, and she says yes, and then he falls off that goddamn mountain and he dies. And his family's probably like, God, at least he died doing what he loves doing. So he died falling off the mountain. And I'm like, man, what would I do? You know, what would be good to me? Like, if I died doing what I love doing, what would it be? And I'm like, sitting on the couch watching fucking Pawn Stars. I mean, if I died doing what I love to do, that would be it. And then I got my friends, like my neighborhood is badass. We all fucking drink, we all fucking do whatever. We got Joe over here. And I'm like, if Joe died doing what he loved to do, he'd fucking roll over on a fucking truck on a mountain and he would fucking die and he'd be like, I loved it. It was awesome. It was great. And then I've got like Frank, my other neighbor. He would die doing whatever the fuck his wife wanted him to do. That's exactly how he would die. It's like no matter what it is, if his wife wanted him to do it, that's how he would die. And then I have to think about it, and I'm like, my buddy fucking Mike, what would he fucking die loving. And like probably me sucking his dick. Because that's how he fucking got me on stage. Is because he wanted me to suck his dick. I have to question the whole thing about this whole fucking bit. I really do. I'm scared of it. That's the reason I'm on stage. Is because if I wasn't scared of it, I'd have been like, fuck you, I'm not doing it, whatever. But no, I really think he would make me fucking go through with it. So I'm on stage because my buddy Mike, sitting right there, really wants me to give him a blowjob. Shit, is there like a fucking thing up here that's telling me how long I gotta be up here?
8 more minutes.
How long? Oh shit. God damn it. All right, so, oh, wait, yes, thank you. Thank you. There's beer. Oh. Love beer. Love beer. So, like, hitting on chicks, right? Wait, why? Do you think I'm going to hit on you? Wait, what was that whole what was that about?
You guys are into sucking each other's dicks.
No, I'm not. Wait, let's clarify the whole situation. My friend wants me to suck his dick. I don't want to No, now I'm disappointed because I was going to hit on you later. This is fucking horrible. It's not working out at all.
You're making people laugh.
Yes, you are, Tom.
Good. So I'm going to start over. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Stop it. Stop it. So if I were going to hit on a girl, calm, we're good. You would go up to a girl and you'd have your best fucking friend sitting near the goddamn whatever. He's like, hey, just hit on her. What's the worst thing gonna happen is no? I'm like, yeah, that sounds good. Great, I'm gonna go fucking hit on that chick because the worst thing that happens is no. So I go up and hit on the chick. She says no. I'm like, that's the worst fucking thing that could happen. Are you fucking kidding me? If you would have said the worst thing that could happen is you get kicked in the nuts, I'd have fucking done it. I really would have. I mean, she could be the hottest fucking chick in the world. Worst thing gonna happen, I'm gonna get kicked in the balls. Got it. I'm over there. But then you could take statistics, right? Same bar every fucking night, same girl. She goes like 10 guys in before she kicks a guy in the nuts. Right? So like you sit there for the week and you're like, oh, 8 guys in, she kicks him in the nuts. I'm like, fuck, I'll be the 9th guy. I'm good. I get kicked in the balls, fuck it, I'll go back. I'm good. Unless it's a fucking soccer team, then fuck that. I'm not fucking calling over and talking to that chick. I think I fizzled out. This is fucking bullshit. All right, seriously, the reason I'm up here because I don't want to suck his dick. That's it. We good? We're good? All right.
See, and you're alive. Give it up for Tom. All right. Yeah. All I heard, there's a lot of dick sucking talking about up here. What is happening? What is happening? Our next young lady we're going to bring up here, this is her second time on this stage, and she is also an adorable little thing, so we're going to give it up for Ms. Robin.
Thank you, Nicole. Hi. Why are you here? That's a good question. Why are you here? Most of you are here for comedy, right? Then leave. There's not very good comics here. I'm kidding. They're all wonderful. They're all wonderful. Okay, I'm sorry. This better. This better. Yeah, thumbs up. Yeah. Okay. So I plan on doing this a lot more in my future. I suck at it. Yes. Good, I got a giggle. I'm good. But along with doing this in my future, I've been thinking more about the future. I'm in high school now, and I'm supposed to be thinking about my future. It's not high school, it's panic school. You're panicking. You're like, shit, I got 4 more years to get the fuck out of my parents' house, and I have nothing. No girlfriend, no wife, no car, nothing. I wasted all my money on Kit Kats and cigarettes. Again. Lost them in a minute. Again. But in high school, your teachers start cracking down on you, you know? Turn in your homework on time. Why didn't you do your homework? You're gonna get in trouble for this now. Go to detention. But they also kind of start cracking down on you on your career life. Julia, what do you want to be when you grow up? A doctor. Oh, Julia. Aim small. Really small. I'll work at McDonald's? Oh, Julia. Aim lower. You're not gonna make it. That's when you realize all that pep talk in kindergarten, all that cheering and singing, it was all lies. That teacher freaking lied to your face every day. And now you're like, shit, now what am I gonna do? I'm never gonna get a job. So you start freaking studying and taking notes on everything, you know, just in case. Maybe you'll grow into a scientist. Maybe you'll just work cleaning off gums off of tables in a bar. That's good, right? You're a single mom, cleaning gum off tables. Can't afford a house. That's the life. You're making it. You're better than Julia. She's working at McDonald's. I haven't planned my future out that much, because I know I'm gonna suck at it. But what I have planned out is my kids. I'm not gonna lie to myself, I'm gonna have them. Like my mom and her sister and every other, like you all have parents. Look what they did. They screwed up. Admit it. They wanted to name you all accident number 1 or 2 or whatever, how many siblings you have. Or oops. I'm gonna name my firstborn, I don't care what it is, boy or girl, I'm naming it what? Just to piss off other people. What's your kid's name? What? I said, what's your kid's name? I heard you. What? But now, I'm not gonna have what be lonely, because he'll grow up into a psychopath just like me and my mother. So I'm gonna have to give him a sibling, but I can't decide if I wanna name him you or I. I've figured out the last names, and I'm gonna change mine too. Their name is gonna be Don't Know, and yes, that's hyphened. So you'll have You Don't Know and I Don't Know. Maybe I'll just have all 3. Piss off more people. Hey, little one, what's your name? I don't know. You don't know your own name? No, he's over there. What? He's over there. Who the fuck named you? My parents. But I don't really want a husband. I heard those are costly. My mom said growing up as a tramp, look what she did. Then she got a husband, now she has nothing. And 4 kids. Should have stopped at 0. Okay. But along with the kids, I'm gonna get a dog. And I'm gonna name the dog Mom so I can constantly yell at Mom on the phone. Hey, what you doing? This Mom, no, get down. You can't pee on that. There is fine. So anyway, no, my mother's not over. Why? That's my dog. You know what? Screw you too. And if I do have a husband, I've planned a name for his mother, my mother-in-law. Her name is gonna be, That Bitch Ain't Dead Yet. But not as a statement, as a question. Hey, honey, who you talking to? My mom. That bitch ain't dead yet? Holy shit! How old is she, like 80? No, she's only 60. She's still not dead. I thought we poisoned her last week. We gotta try harder. But we can't call her that to her face. She won't put us on the will. And if we do call her to her face, we're gonna have to tell her when she agrees to raise the cash on the will and takes her hearing aids out. All of them. Even the ones she hides in her pockets. They have to be gone. Then we're gonna burn them so she can never hear us again. Then we're gonna push her off a cliff. And we still won't tell her. She will never know. I think that's all I had planned for today, so at least I got a couple of giggles. The other comedians are great. Thank you.
Give it up for Robin. Man, high school really fucks you up, doesn't it? Yeah, I don't miss it at all. You know what? And one more round of applause for that dick sucker over there, Tom McKee. Let's just keep it going for this guy. You're going to hear it all night. You're going to hear it all night. All right, we're going to keep this going. Our next guy also came up here from Boulder, and he has a radio show on Radio 1190 called The Ice Cream Social, and you can also catch him on iTunes. The very funny Mr. Jacob Rupp.
What is up, Aries? What is up? Give it up for Nicole, you guys, hosting. Doing it. She's hosting. She's bringing kids up here. I also lost a bet. If I don't stay on here for 10 minutes, I have to suck this guy's dick. I don't even know him. Yeah, I don't know. Something's got to give. He has a thing for comedians. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Okay. I didn't want to start off like that. I wanted to start off my set with a joke about my small intestine, but it was too long. Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh. Sorry if some of you guys didn't get that. It's a bit of an inside joke. What? I want to make a mobile app where pirates can finally have casual sex with one another and call it Shiver Me Tinder. All right. Cool. We like that. I'm from the magical land of Boulder, Colorado, you guys. Yeah. Sometimes I don't like it, you know? Sometimes it's weird. The other day, a homeless person whispered at me. He was like, "Those who wander are not all lost." And then vanished into his alleyway. What kind of gypsy-ass town do I live in where even the homeless people have whimsical quips, you know? That's crazy to me. But then I was thinking, if I was weird and homeless like that, I like to whisper sayings, but I mess up my sayings. So I come out and be like, "You shouldn't count your chickens in your glass house when life gives you AIDS." And go back. Silly guys, we're doing it. The other day, a girl told me, she's like, "I wish Pokemon were real." And I was like, "That's stupid. Pokemon are real. They're called animals. Pokemon are based off animals, which I think makes bestiality a little more acceptable. I'm not a pervert. I'm a Pokemon master." But you may be like, "But Jacob, we don't battle animals like we battle Pokemon." Well, it's not my fault you're such a little bitch and won't start dog fighting. That's what Pokemon battling is, dog fighting. If in a Pokemon battle you have to drown the Pikachu that just lost. Which we all know is very effective, right? Critical hit. Okay, guys. I know I feel bad about that joke. I do have a dog. She's 27 years old or something outrageous. She's lost all her hearing and most of her sight. I took her outside to use the bathroom, and I didn't put a leash on her because I'm stupid. And she saw a jogger running by, and she instantly started chasing after the jogger. And I was like, "Penny, Penny," but she couldn't hear me. So I made the quick decision to start running after her. So for 3 fucking blocks in a single file line was a jogger, my deaf, almost dead Labrador, and then me. I felt like I was in a chase montage in a Scooby-Doo episode. We're in a hallway going through random doors, and then all of a sudden the jogger's chasing us, and we look at each other like, "Wait, what?" And we chase him back. The jogger did slow down, though, and I grabbed Penny and I started apologizing. But before I left, I went back and removed his face, which was a mask, to reveal Old Man Johnson. Okay. Come on, Pin, we're done meddling around here. Let's go do dabs in a windowless van. Is that enough Scooby-Doo references for you guys, or you want more? Okay. All right. Let you know where I'm at in life right now. Last night, I had dinner by myself at a Wendy's. Yeah, thank you. That's a petty clap. It got even more weird when an old lady walked past, and she looked at the food on my tray and was like, "Are those chicken nuggets?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she turned to her equally old husband and was like, "Oh, I know what we're getting next time," and then walked away. That's crazy, you guys. I didn't just make that shit up. That actually happened. That's my life. Let's break that down. First of all, she asked, "Are those chicken nuggets?" As if in a way she's never seen or heard of chicken nuggets before. Personally, I like to think she saw chicken in the shape of nuggets and just guessed. She could have been like anything. What are those? Chicken circles, poultry pucks, rooster rounds, eggs that have grown into ellipses? You know, and then she said that. I know what we're having next time. That's crazy to me. That's to be the only person to have left Wendy's with 1, an intention to come back, and 2, a game plan on what to order? That's crazy. And I was in a bad mood. I was by myself. I was sad. So I snapped at her. I was like, come on, old lady. I don't mess with you when you eat. I don't go to your nursing home, look at the food on your tray, be like, hey, is that crushed up medicine inside yogurt? Oh, I know what I'm having when I get dementia. Word, we're doing it, we're having fun, we're positive vibes, positive energy, having fun. Why is cool as a cucumber a phrase, you guys? Cucumbers aren't even that cool. Highbrow humor, try to follow me, right? It should be a cooler, more badass vegetable, like a bell pepper, right? Bell peppers taste and look more badass. If this was high school, bell peppers would have worn a leather jacket, been varsity QB, and probably fingered my girlfriend in the backseat of his Volvo. If you don't like cool as a bell pepper because that has 0 ring to it, I would also accept cool as my cousin Freddie. My cousin Freddie, of course, got hurt in a terrible skiing accident and is now hooked up to life support. But let me tell you, he's the coolest vegetable I know. So I feel like some of you guys backed off on that one, which is okay. Just know my cousin Freddie also fingered my girlfriend in the backseat of his Volvo, so it works out okay. It's called me back around, Auris. Fucking doing it. Fuck. I downloaded this new app. It's called Snapchat. Any of you guys Snapchat in here? Yes. For those of you who don't know, Snapchat, all the youngins these days, they send pictures to each other, and you can see it for like 10 seconds. You know, I'm pretty new to Snapchat. The other day, though, this girl Snapchatted me. She was like half naked, like in her bra. And I was like, oh, what do I do now? I feel like I should respond. And I asked my roommates. They're like, dick pic. I'm like, really? That seems like a bit of a jump. And they're like, no, dick pic. You know, so I was like, okay. So I went in the bathroom because it's weird to take a dick pic in the front room. And I'm looking down, and I'm like, God damn it, this is just like high school. I got a zit on picture day. That's the favorite thing I say on stage, you guys. That's the best. But I was just about to take it. You know, I had my blow dryer, the hair's going in the wind. But she sent me another picture, and she had like a coat on and a scarf, and like on the text it said, sorry, wrong guy. So I did what any gentleman would do. And I sent her my dick anyway. What's up, Aries? What are we doing here? Turns out, I didn't even download Snapchat. I was just sending pictures to my niece. It's a weird, I'm glad you guys are going to these weird places with me, because I was like, well, they've seen like 2 underage girls already. Maybe I should just sprinkle in some actual real world. Fuck, guys. I like rap music a lot. Any of you guys like rap music in here? Yeah. It's a big deal in rap music to make the sound a gun makes, you know? They'd be like, God, my neighborhood's so rough. All I hear is bop, 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 bang, bang, bang. But if I was a rapper, I like to be a little more fun with it, you know? I'd be like, I hit you with the AK, motherfucker. Up-a-Q, up-a-Q, up-a-Q. My fofo make sure all your kids don't grow. Aruga, aruga. That's why I don't have a deal yet. All right, guys. My name's Jacob Robb. Thank you.
Jacob Robb, you guys. Yeah. He's a student at CU Boulder, so give it up for him. Or not. You don't have to do shit. All right, we're going to bring up, we have another lady here, and she is all the way from Loveland. Beautiful, beautiful girl, and I've had the pleasure of working with her before. She is the wittiest and the tittiest. Give it up for Kat Winston!
It's a victory bump. Hey, Aries. I'm Kat Winston. This is actually a lot like my other job. I'm on a stage with a pole. For those of you who guessed stripper, give yourself 10 points. If you guessed exotic dancers, subtract 42, because there's no such fucking thing. I don't care if you have a Harvard law degree. If your work attire consists of a metric ton of glitter and assless chaps, you're a stripper. Learn some things, like there's certain music that should never be played in the strip club. Mbop comes to mind. And Leonard Skinner, ooh, that smell is just awkward? I don't know. For those of you keeping track, I am both a stripper and a stand-up comic. My mom is so proud. She's drafting her Christmas letter right now. Kat's still at Bible camp. Doing super. She knows about both jobs, and I actually texted her the other day because I found my first gray hair, and I was freaking out. So I texted my mom, and I was like, Mom, I found my first gray hair. Sad face. She texted me back, where was it? So I just set the phone down, gave it a couple of minutes, and goes, bing, oh, I forgot you shaved there. That's my mom. Taking something depressing and making it awkward. I don't know. After 8 years of stripping, though, it seems like a normal job to me, but I'm told that it's not. Sir, have you ever had a coworker named Bubbles?
That's you.
No, that's you, sir. Don't pass the buck. Have you ever had a coworker named Bubbles? Yes. So maybe normal? Yeah, okay. Have you ever put wasabi in a coworker's underwear because they pissed you off? No? Oh, take a little note. Little glob of the green stuff goes a long way to keeping your coworkers in check. I order sushi now, and they're like, fuck, did you piss her off? I didn't piss her off. That's how we play that game. I don't know. Before we go feeling all bad for Wasabi Snatch, I don't exactly get to work with the best and the brightest. Like, I had this new girl, all blonde and bubbly, bound over to me, and she's like, hi, I'm Mercedes. And I was like, I'm really bad with names. She goes, oh, it's my stage name and my real name. I use it for both because my family comes in all the time, and I don't want them to get confused. That was a public service announcement. Don't name your daughter after a gemstone or a fucking car. She will become a stripper. You want a stripper daughter, Gertrude is a safe bet. Just saying. I had another coworker who was like bitching and whining because she was trying to grow her hair out long, but it was taking forever. And I just got sick of listening to it. So I turned to her and I was like, why don't you take prenatal vitamins? It'll make your hair grow longer, faster. She goes, wait, can you get pregnant from taking prenatal vitamins? So I don't know, are you going to dip them in cum and jam them up your twat? That might do it. Yeah. I think Santa's probably a big fan of the Gentleman's Club.
Santa's awesome.
You think? Lives at the North Pole. Always want little kids to sit on his lap. I think ho 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 is actually less about holiday merriment, more of a shout out to his bitches. We all know the season is upon us. It's nearly here. Halloween is in the stores. And you know you're going to have that moment where you're looking at like pumpkins and skeletons. And you get that feeling like your creepy uncle's behind you and Christmas. Because what it is, it's 3 months, right? I have allergic reaction to tacky. I break out in bitch. So I don't do so well during Christmas. You know? It's not good. I don't know. I've come up with 3 simple rules, though, to make the holiday season more bearable for all of us. We can just all get on board. Rule number 3, if you like eggnog, we're going to tattoo I swallow on your forehead, because that shit's nasty. Rule number 2, if you're so inclined to wear the blinking vest and like the light up jewelry, we'll duct tape you to the streetlights. You can blink all year long. Rule number 1, we're going to ban the yard inflatables. Oh, yeah. And if you keep yours and you put it out, we're required by law to shoot it and then you. Mazel tov, motherfuckers. So I don't handle Christmas very well. I could handle it if it was one day, but it's 3 months of the music in the stores and the commercials. The commercials are the fucking worst, too. Give someone you love a Mercedes. Who are you advertising to, Oprah? You're all giving Mercedes this year. Awesome. I'm very happy for you.
Thank you. I want a Mercedes.
I want a gold-plated toilet. Moving along. Yeah. I don't know. It's just too much. 3 months is too much of Christmas. If Jesus himself were to reappear, and we tried to come up to him for 3 months straight with cake and balloons going, it's almost your birthday, it's almost your birthday, it's almost your birthday. He'll come in on day 3 with a double-barreled shotgun and be like, get the fuck off my lawn. Take all these heinous lawn inflatables with you. Dad, as my witness, I will blow holes in every Mickey snow globe. Does the phrase worship false idols mean nothing to you people? I died for your sins. Fuck that mouse. Thanks for not throwing holy water. It burns. I've had to participate in the ultimate misery of the holidays. Some of you might understand this. I had to spend Christmas with my in-laws. Yeah. I learned very quickly that there is a degree of comfort and safety that you have to be yourself around your own family. Like, say you're with your family, and grandma's like reaching for the green beans, only her droopy, deflated grandma boobie is like in the sweet potatoes. You can be like, Grandma, get your saggy fucking titty out of the sweet potatoes. But if you're with your in-laws, Grandma, please get your saggy fucking titty out of the sweet potatoes. Subtlety's not really one of those things I do. I don't know. But despite the fact that I love shopping and I have a vagina, I'm totally done with the Christmas shopping shit. Like, I'm over it. The whole, does she like this? Will he want that? Fuck it. I'm done. I'm done. Everyone I know this year is getting the exact same gift. Everyone. Neighbors, newlywed cousins. They're all getting a Snuggie and a sex toy. A Snuggie because at some point in Christmas past, they gave me something useless and tacky. And a sex toy because I want to give the gift that says, go fuck yourself. You guys have been awesome. I've been Kat Winston.
Kat Winston! Yes! Thank you for making the drive all the way down here. Love that girl. Before we bring up our next comic, I just want to remind you guys to please take care of your staff here at Ari's Tavern. My very favorite bartender, Melissa's not here tonight. It is her birthday, so next time you see her, she's the hottie with the glasses and the boobs and all that shit. Tell her happy birthday next time you see her. So we're going to go ahead and keep this moving. We have our next comedian up here. He is from St. Louis, but you can see him all the way all around Denver here. Go ahead and give it up for Mr. Preston Vaughn.
Ah, shit. Let's get this shit started. I was standing outside earlier, smoking a cigarette, because I don't care about my life. And I stayed outside earlier, and this dude walked up to me. He was like, hey, man, you think I can use your cell phone? I was like, nah, man, I don't even got a cell phone. He's like, what kind of man walk around these streets without a cell phone? Apparently, two of us, brother. I don't know what to tell you. Give it up for Nicole. She's running a good show. It's a good show. Comedy's hard, man. Comedy's hard. Comedy dick in the morning hard. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. Like, I do a lot of shows. Most of the time, I don't even know the MC. I don't know who they are. I don't know how they're going to act. I don't know what they're going to say. For instance, I was in Chicago doing a show, and the MC brought me up on stage. He was like, I don't know how funny your next comic is, because I don't know him. But at least he has a good head of hair. Give it up for a stone cold assassin, Preston Vaughn. Like, that was appropriate. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, you just said you don't know me. How you know I'm a stone cold assassin? It's not on my Facebook. Like, I really hope his comedy career doesn't take off, just so he has to work as an MC at the local strip club. Like, ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage, she has 4 C-section scars and a bullet wound and a horrible cocaine addiction. But look at that ass. Give it up for Cinnamon, everybody. Joke is dumb. I recently bought a telescope. That's right, a telescope, people. Disposable income, bitch. I bought a telescope because I wanted to get high and look up at the stars. But I just been using it to creep out my neighbors. It's great. It's free entertainment. That's what Galileo created the telescope for. Neighborhood awareness. I mean, a close-up view of Orion's belt is pretty cool, but sometimes you need to know where the lesbians stay across the street 32C doing their free time. It's only creepy if you get caught. It's neighborhood awareness, people. I wish I was rich. I wish I was wealthy, not rich. Wish I was wealthy. Not even wealthy, I just wish I had more than what I have now. Like, I'm not poor, but I'm not stable. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, I got enough money right now to live wherever I want, comfortably, but in Detroit. Last night, me and my girlfriend was getting freaky. This is a true story, table number 2. Me and my girlfriend was getting freaky. I was like, baby, you think you put this bag over your head while we do it? She was like, sure. But your brother usually turns off the lights. So I'm single, basically what I'm trying to say. I'm single, it's pretty cool, but like I don't meet a lot of women. And when I do, I don't know what to say to women. A lot of guys is great at talking to women. Some guys just walk up to a chick like, what's up, girl? If you ever need a ride, call my face. And then she's riding his face for the next 2.5 years. Meanwhile, I'm in the corner writing this joke. Like, I suck at talking to women. The other day, I was at a bar drinking. This chick, she came up, sat next to me. She was like, hi, my name's Crystal. Who are you? I was like, my name's Preston, and I just bought a bed. I just bought a bed. Like, you can't say that to people. You can't say that at all. Like, I admit, I was drunk. Plus, I've been sleeping on the couch for like 6.5 weeks, so hell yeah, I was happy I got a bed. But to actually say that, I sound like a charismatic rapist. I could have said anything that would have sounded better than that. I could have been like, what's up, girl? My name's Preston, and I like to set puppies on fire. What's up, girl? My name's Preston, and this dick ain't for free. What's up, girl? What's your primary source of income? Because Uncle Preston about to tax that ass. Like, all would have been more appropriate than my name's Preston, I just got a bed. I've been dating. Like, whenever I take a woman out on the first date, I always carve our initials with a heart into the side of a tree. Just because it's the most romantic way to show a woman that you have a knife. It's a great fucking joke. It's a great fucking joke. I grew up in East St. Louis. It's kind of weird there. Like, I got off work one day and somebody broke into my apartment. Stole everything. They stole my PlayStation 2. It was a couple years ago. They stole my PlayStation 2, my TV. They stole the bottle of Pepto-Bismol I had on the counter, which is kind of weird. But the funny thing is, they stole a pair of shoes I had by the front door. I got athlete's foot. I mean, like, why they call it athlete's foot? It's not like one foot itches. Both feet itch. It should be called athlete's feet. You know what I'm saying? Family, you ever take your shoes off and your feet smell so bad you gotta throw your socks away? Just me? Just me? Really? Okay. Well, anyway, back to the joke. I had to call the police telling me on the lookout for an itchy foot bandit with an upset stomach. Joke is dumb as hell. My grandmother, she got me a painting of Black Jesus. That's right, my Mocha Messiah, everybody. Black Jesus, so I hung it up on the wall, but just to be funny, I bought a picture of white Jesus and hung it up on the other wall, so they gotta face each other all day, like. Then just for the purpose of this joke, I bought a sculpture of Puerto Rican Satan and put it in the middle. Cause see, I don't know if Jesus is black or white, but I definitely know that Satan is Puerto Rican. That joke was inspired by my ex-girlfriend, Mediana. Y'all should know her, she's Satan. I was in the bathroom earlier. Not here, this is a pretty classy establishment. But I was at this other bar, and I walked in, it was a dude staring in the urinal, like doing this, like he wasn't peeing or nothing, I'm not weird. But he was looking in the urinal, and I looked, and there was a $20 bill caked up in the urinal. Like it had been there for a while, like it had lost its color and everything, it was gross. And the guy, he looked up at me, then he looked in the urinal, then he looked back up at me, and he took a deep breath, which only means you about to do something stupid, right? Then he reached in the urinal and grabbed a $20 bill and kind of flicked at the dry. And then he held it up in the light to see if it was counterfeit. Like, dude, it's too late for that! You already got super hepatitis right now. I kind of wish it was counterfeit just so we could throw it back in the toilet, somebody pick it up later, we keep this circle of stupidity going on in the men's restroom. I had a show the other night, and after the show, this chick, she walked up to me with her friend. She was like, me and my friends were wondering, what are you? What am I? Bitch, I'm a human being. This ain't Stargate. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, I knew what she meant. She wanted to know my ethnicity, but that's a pretty rude way to ask somebody's ethnicity. Am I right? I was like, basically like, I'm black and I'm white. Like, I'm black and I'm white. So it works out like, I really like basketball, but I suck at it. I got bad credit, but I pay my bills on time. I love dating white women, but they usually leave me for a black dude. It's fucked up, man. Like, my dad's black, my mom's white. They met in the 80s, so they had a whole jungle fever thing going on. It was kind of a weird term. Just because you date black people, you got to call it jungle fever. I mean, you don't do that with any other races. I mean, what if you only dated Asians? Would you call it bird flu? What if you only dated Mexicans? Would you call it food poisoning? What if you only dated white people? I know there's a lot of y'all in here, but I'm gonna make fun of you anyway, I don't care. Genetically, I'm faster. But what if you only dated white people? Would you call it smallpox? If you didn't get that joke, you should probably read your history books. Because white people killed a lot of Indians, and nobody was held accountable for some reason. But anyway, back to the joke. I was at the bar, this chick asked me, what are you? I was like, my name's Preston, I just got a bed. What's your name, man? It doesn't matter. You ever had some head so good? You ever had a blowjob so good, you instantly thought something bad was gonna happen?
Please don't be looking at me. Please don't be looking at me.
You be like, oh shit, oh shit. Then you think you good, so you move the hair from out the girl's eyes, and the wig fall off, be your roommate Curtis. You be like, what the fuck? Why does this keep happening to me? We might as well finish what you started, player. All right, I thought that joke was gonna be funny. I'm gonna do one more joke and get up out of here. As soon as I think of one. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, blackpeoplemeet.com. I'm everywhere if you want to see. But I'm on Facebook. Facebook is I can't get it in the hole. Did it. I can get it around there somewhere. I'll smack it a couple times. I talk big shit. If you need a ride, come my face. Anyway, I'm on Facebook. Facebook is fucked up. Like, I don't know what Facebook is for, so I just update my statuses with just random inspirational shit. Like, if you want to see a rainbow, sometimes you have to walk through the rain. Feel that? But then my very next status be like, you ever take a shit so big you get hungry right after? That's inappropriate for Facebook. I got 1,200 friends. 1,200 friends on Facebook. That's way too many people to know what the hell's going on in my mind at the same time. So I just fuck with people, play games. Like a woman might update her status, be like, my divorce is final, brand new job, brand new apartment. I'm finally where I need to be. And then I'd comment, well, while you're in there, make me a sandwich. But I take it too far. The other day, my buddy, he updated his status. He said, just watched an episode of King of Queens, made me cry a little bit. Glad the girlfriend wasn't here, LOL. So I type, would you like to know how I know you're gay? Then I waited like 5 minutes for a response. Then I type, because you're waiting for an answer. That shit got like 11 likes on Facebook, I don't care. But then he commented, he was like, no, because the episode was about miscarriages and my girlfriend had a miscarriage last week. Whoa, that's not how you play the game on Facebook, people. And even if that's true, keep it to yourself. You ain't gotta put it on wax. So I commented, well, I got some good news for you. I just saved a bunch of money on abortions by switching to condoms. So now I got 1,199 friends on Facebook. And a bitch ain't one. My name Preston, man. Thanks for having me.
Keep it going for Preston Vaughn. Yeah, I want to see that bed later. This one hurt me. All right, we're gonna keep it going. We have a young man all the way from Larkspur. Anyone know what Larkspur is famous for? Goddamn Renaissance Festival. Let's bring it up for your next comic, Mr. Nate Watson.
How we doing tonight?
Great. All right.
Great. Awesome. I don't have any jokes about Larkspur, the Renaissance Festival, so I'm sorry. I failed you all. I shouldn't have said I was from Larkspur. Anyways, how we all feeling tonight? Good? Good? I didn't get a lot of sleep last night because I woke up really early in the morning because I heard like a really loud crash outside my window, but I figured it was probably just another airplane going missing, so I went to bed. Malaysian Airlines people. So the other day I was in the new-ish Cabela's they built down on Ridgegate. Anyone seen the new Cabela's? Redneck Superstore. Anyone? No one been there? Y'all have never explored the southern half of the state?
I'm black and I know what it is.
Thank you. Anyways, I was in Cabela's the other day, and they had the big fucking, like, wall of guns that, I don't know, they're like, the whole corporation's compensating for something. And, they had your fairly standard hunting rifles and all the stuff you might need if you wanted to go hunting. And then they had just, like, right in the middle, they had just, like, a huge, like, 7-foot-long fucking sniper rifle thing. And I was like, what the fuck would you want that for? What are you hunting? But I asked the guy. He was like, if you wanted that, you'd buy this gun if you were going to hunt some of the bigger game, like fucking tanks or helicopters. I don't know what it's legal to hunt in this state. I never got my license, but that's what I figured. I don't know, like that spider thing from Wild Wild West, that big mechanical fucking spider. Did anyone see that movie, Wild Wild West? Will Smith? Anyone? Thank you. Do you know he turned down a role as Neo in The Matrix for Wild Wild West? Holy shit. Career decisions. Almost as bad as mine, people. But I don't think Matrix would be the same without Keanu Reeves. Because can you imagine, like, every time some shit explodes, like that fucking Will Smith scream, like, "Dah!" The whole time? That Will Smith scream? No one? No one? Anybody watches movies? The Will Smith scream? Alright, how much time do I got here, people? Moving right along. So I work in a coffee shop. That's not funny. It was actually the funniest thing I've said now that you all giggled for me. Thank you. I work in a coffee shop, and we get some pretty weird characters in there. But probably the weirdest one that I've ever seen was like this kid. We usually don't get kids because it's a coffee shop. What fucking kid have you met that drinks coffee? But we usually get like business people and stuff. But this fucking kid came in, you know, looking like he was on his way to a meeting with the sag pants and like the backwards hat and like the shirt that he found at like he's like a small, but he like went into a big and tall store to get his shirt so that it can cover up his sag pants. I don't know how, you know, the G's of Castle Rock search for their clothing. But he came in and he was really angry and he was really high. And like eyes red as Satan's asshole. And he comes in. Thank you. And he comes in and he asks me, he's like, all right, man, do you guys have any water here? And I was like, yeah, sure, man. It's right over there. You got cups and water. And he walks over, and he's got the water right here, and he just walks right past it, and he stares at a chair. And he's looking at the chair, and he's swaying a little bit. And then he just walks out of the store. And so I thought, I don't know, he's got like that high brain thing going on. Maybe he didn't see it. Maybe he thought of something else he had to do. Maybe he like missed that meeting that he was going to. And I thought that was it. But about 10 minutes later, he comes back in, and he's like, all right, man, where'd you say the water was? I'm like, it's right over there, man. I'm like touching it right now. I can lean out from behind the counter, and I can touch the water. It's right there. And he walks over, and he almost gets, and then he misses it, and he goes into the bathroom, and he's like staring at the sign on the women's, like kind of swaying back and forth kind of thing. And then he comes back to me and he's like, all right, man, I'm really not getting where the water is. And there's the punchline. Thank you. I got a little sympathy giggle, and I got you. Thank you. You're saints of your age. I'm going to end on this. I was in a waiting room the other day because I go to the doctor because I'm white and I get diseases all the time. And do with that information what you will. You can take it to whatever dark corner you want to go to. My girlfriend's right over there if you want to take her up about it. So I was in this waiting room, and this plain, unassuming, like 40-year-old, he's like the standard guy. Like if you just had like a cookie cutter guy, that was him. And he was sitting in his chair, not really thinking about anything, hating his life. And suddenly, like he looks up, and like something occurred to him. And what I realized was he wasn't doing that like thing, but he was about to sneeze, and you could see it on his face. But there was no build-up. He just like something just occurred to him, and then he was like, ah! And that was his sneeze. So I'm gonna let the laughter peter out a little bit, and then I'm gonna take my leave. Thank you very much.
Nate Watson. All right. We have a young man here who wants to tell a joke, so he's so inspired. Are you ready? His name is Stefan Carrillo. Go ahead.
Why did my mommy throw butter out the window? She wants to see a butterfly.
Yay! Isn't that adorable? It's adorable. Get the fuck off my stage. Yee! Stefan Carrillo. Good job, buddy. Good job. We've got 2 more comics for you. So, David, have a seat. We're not ready for you yet. We got 2 more. 2 more. Find this man a stool. Find this man a stool. All right. Our next comic, you can see him. He's a regular at the Bovine, and he's a very, very talented artist. Please give it up for Mr. Tom Cohn.
Jeff Cohn. It's Jeff Cohn, actually. Thank you. No problem. All right, give it up for Nicole. Woo! All right. Don't screw. All right, so I hit a big milestone lately. Lost 130 pounds. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Friends ask me, what's the motivation, man? That's huge. 2 words, autofellatio. Look it up on Google. Oh my God. Wow, that's the first time that's happened. On a related note, I'm starting taking yoga on Monday. So, on another masturbation-related joke, very relaxed tonight. Just had a bidet installed. You guys? Oh, but they're great. It's like getting a massage for your soul. You know? Oh man. So I haven't really prepared that much. They got me up here like last minute. So anyway, I was watching TV and I see one of these televangelists, and he says that masturbation is self-abuse. Not the way I do it. I find it very empowering, actually. Where does he get off, anyway? I am a Christian. Yeah, relax. Thank you. Not a very good one, though, obviously. First 3 jokes are masturbation, you know. But I am working on myself. Personal growth is very important to me. I ran into a friend recently I hadn't seen in about 20 years, and he's like, wow, Jeff, you haven't changed a bit. Fuck you, man. I've changed a lot. I don't still wet the bed. Much. Yeah. So, recently I went on to ChristianMingle.com. And their whole premise is that you let God choose who's best for you. Thanks. You let God choose who's best for you. And that makes me a little nervous. Mostly because I don't trust him to choose someone hot. Yeah, because God loves everyone. I don't. I don't know. I should be more open-minded. Maybe if I was Mormon, that would help. Yeah, this isn't going to be good. Because I would like to think that their God would at least have a wider selection for me. Okay. And according to the Book of Mormon, if you're a woman, you can't even get into heaven unless your husband remembers your name. That's a lot of responsibility. I have trouble remembering one girl's name. And, people always hassle Jehovah's Witnesses when they knock on the door. And I think that's the wrong approach. What I want to do is invite them in, let them convert me, work my way up in the organization, and then bring it down from the inside. It'll probably backfire because they'll offer me Kool-Aid and a hug, and I'll be hooked. Yeah, that's how I got into Mary Kay, actually. Yeah. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Barbara Jones! I fucked up his name once. I'm going to do it all night. Just kidding. Jeff Cohn. I'm so sorry about that. I had a lot of chili fries and some gin and tonic. I apologize. All right, we got one more for you guys. You guys ready? We're in the final stretch here. Your next comedian, your last comedian. He didn't want me to brag about him, but he's actually pretty awesome. He's in the semifinals at Comedy Works New Faces contest, and he's a finalist at the Voodoo Comedy Playhouse one-liner show. Give it up for Mr. David Glasspool.
Did you go to that one-liner show, Nicole? No. Man, you have no idea how unimpressive what you just said was. Like, that was a terrible show. I'm in the finals for this show where you just have to write one-liners. There were like 5 people in the audience and 7 comedians. It was horrifying, honestly. So the fact that I'm in the finals for this means nothing. And I don't win anything, which is bullcrap. I don't win anything. If I win the New Faces contest, I get $1,000, but I'm not going to win the New Faces contest. That's not humility. That's There's people that are better than me. This mic is really warm. You guys smell really good, by the way. Oh, yeah. You smell like hope, you know? Happiness. Normally I do open mics or shows in really crappy bars on East Colfax, and they smell like fear and depravity. And mayonnaise. I really don't understand why they smell like mayonnaise. I don't get it either, all right? Don't judge me. Ahem. A little bit about myself. I do voices. I do a lot of character voices in my act and in person, you know. Another way to put that is, what's the word? Yes. I'm annoying. I'm an annoying person and very difficult to carry a serious conversation with. One of my favorite voices to do
is whenever I speak like this. It always weirds people out that someone could have male reproductive organs and talk like this.
Yeah, it's weird. I get it. A lot of people ask me if that voice has a name, and it doesn't, because I know better. I know better than to name the demons in my voice box. Are you kidding me? No. If I name them, they will come to life at night and slay people beneath the pale moonlight using my frame. And I'm not going to do that, you know? I care about the environment. However, the next time somebody asks me if that character voice has a name, I'm going to use Ghostbusters as a reference. And I'm going to say,
oh, of course it has a name. Its name is
Zool. I like you guys. Watch out, there's a step. How did he know that? Let's get out here. You guys are okay. We're on the same page. We understand each other. You guys like Thomas Jefferson? You like chocolate? You like Judge Judy? Is one of your names Amy? We have nothing left to speak about. I want to tell a knock joke to a stranger. Not just anyone, like a particular one. I want to go up to a person I don't know, say knock knock, and when they say who's there, I'll say God. And when they say God who, unbeknownst to them, I'll have someone right behind them with a taser to tase them in the back of the neck. So I can yell, "You have angered the Lord your God!" That's what I want to do. You guys are okay. You already know that I'm going to do it, so that means I'm not going to do it to you. Isn't that right, Jessica? Alberta? Shh, it's okay, Alberta. We're the last of a dying breed. That's my grandmother. A lot of times my character voices can be used for evil rather than good. Recently, a homeless guy came up to me and asked me if I had any money. Excuse me, ma'am. I did not have any money, but I didn't want to let him down too easily. I was like, I'm going to use my visual impairment as an advantage and use some of my character voices to creep him out just a little bit. So rather than tell the homeless guy, no, I had no money, I put on the best Disney villainish kind of voice I could do. And I said, I'll grant your request, my boy, but under one condition. In return for this gold, I shall require of thee the gift of sight. Give me your eyes! Give me your eyes! So I took this homeless dude's eyes. Oh, but karma is a bitch! Because he was a blind homeless guy. It's bullcrap. I can feel it. You guys are the ones. Let's go on for a second. Make this a little longer than it needs to. Shh. I'm not going to do anything to you. Why are you afraid of me? Whoa, this mic cord. Hey, Sally. You like bacon?
Yeah.
I was talking to Sally. You're not in charge of her. Don't let him answer questions for you. Be your own woman, okay? Have we learned nothing from the teachings of Beyonce? All the women are independent. Throw your hands in the air. Unless you have a drink in your hands, then don't do that. We don't want you getting people wet, wasting sweet booze. Am I right?
You are.
Let's get some tacos after this show, you and me. Sounds fantastic. She likes tacos. This is my girlfriend right here, Gladys. She's got no arms and no legs. She still looks good. Just the way I like them. Yeah, that's right. Look at that. There's a comic genius over there. Friggin' George Carlin in the audience finishing my jokes. It's amazing. It's okay. It's okay. Actually, I think that was a girl. So that analogy doesn't work. Way to go, Margaret Cho. Whoa, that rhymed! Oh my God, that was amazing. Way to go, Margaret Cho is my new tagline for everything, no matter what happens. It'd be amazing if just like you see somebody trip over a step and you can go, way to go, Margaret Cho! I'm like, what does that even mean? Let's get intimate, guys. I was walking on the 16th Street Mall earlier. Not earlier today, but earlier as in before now. And it was about 7 in the morning. I was going to get myself some breakfast, get a Denver omelet, get this day started right, because that's how I roll, you know? Nutrition in the morning. Yeah, that's how I am, because I care about my body. And I was crossing 16th Street, and there was a street sweeper, like a lady with a broom sweeping the street. I walked past her, and she looks at me, and she goes, "Be careful, son." And there was no one else around, so I said, "What?" And she didn't say anything. So I continued on my sojourn, on my journey. And as I'm probably about 70 feet away, I just hear in the background, I said, "Be careful." That's terrifying. Don't ever do that to anybody, visually impaired or not. Are you kidding me? That is scary. That ruined my day. That ruined my day. It made me feel like, what, I'm going to be in some weird, like, crappy new version of the Twilight Zone or some crap like that. It pissed me off. Like I'm going to go to the diner and there's going to be some prospector sitting at the bar, drunk at 7:30 in the morning. I'll tell him my story. And he'll say, "Oh, yeah, you're talking about old street sweeping Sally. Been dead since the summer of 1907. Every morning she can be seen just screwing with blind people. Telling them to be careful. Telling them to be careful even when there ain't nothing there. She's a hoot." Yeah, I get it. That's weird. Most of that last part didn't happen with the prospector, and you knew that. I didn't tell you that. You guys are smart. You guys are by the books. I hear some change rattling. Don't pay your tabs just yet. I'm almost done. It's okay. Don't worry. And by the way, give it up for your bartenders, because they are cool. Tip them well. They're loving you tonight. Yeah. Any of you guys drinking too much? And if you are, I'll drive you home. Let's go. Let's do this. I'm not totally blind. I got a little vision out of the corner of my right eye. We can do this together. It's all right. It's fine. I see. When I drink, I see normal. You guys see double. Do the math. It works out. It works out. I found out recently that if an older woman is hitting on you at the bar and she asks how old you are and you say, "I'm 29," and she says, "You're just a baby," it's a bad idea to say, "Yeah, but if I killed you, I'd be tried as an adult." Don't do that. It's a horrible idea. Jeez. I'm going to end this. I will say this, though. There's a lot of shows I do in open mics and stuff. I see a little bit. And, like, this is the closest table to me right here, and there's nobody sitting at it. There's always an empty table right in front of me, which is really not fun for me because I have about a 5-foot vision radius. So every time I play a show, it just seems like I'm playing to an empty table of 4 with a laugh track in the background. Like it's just, it's depressing. But you guys are here to support me. We're giving one another mental hugs right now. There you go. Not that crappy side hug that the religious people give each other because they don't want their boobs to touch you. I'm talking about the real hug, you know? Who? Did you just call me boobs and all? How did you know my pet name that my grandmother used to call me? What? Just because someone calls you boobs and all doesn't mean it's sexual. So it's not creepy if my grandmother did that. I realize this has gone down a weird road. I'm totally aware of that. I didn't have to take it there, but I did. I peeked down that road and was like, I don't know if I like what I see, so we're getting back on track. Let's just pretend like it didn't happen, okay? Erase. What do you think, Alberta? Sound good? Yeah.
God, David, get to the joke you were going to tell and stop trying to improv. You suck at it.
It's true, I do. I think a lot of people are obsessed with the color of other people's skin. And by that, I mean people are obsessed with asking me what color I think their skin is based off of how they talk to me, because apparently blind people can hear everything in the world. It's ridiculous. Actually, I did get called the Daredevil of Denver comedy last week, which I don't know how I feel about that. Because it means one of two things. It means oh, you're blind, and Daredevil, you're blind, whatever. But it also could mean you're like Ben Affleck and you suck. I don't know. It could mean, I don't know which way is more offensive. But people love to ask me what color I think they are. And they do it in horribly stereotypical dialects. Every time. It's terrifying, yes. Recently at a light rail station, some guy walks right up to me and was like, Yo, blind man, what the hell's going on? Hey, blind man, what color you think I am based off of the way that I'm talking to you right now? Jeez. No, I will not fall into that demon snare. It makes me feel like I'm on some sort of crappy reality show, like To Catch a Predator, only to catch the racist blind man. Like some sort of hidden camera show, which for me is a camera show. And I did not answer that person. I didn't answer them. And I'm really glad I didn't answer them. Because I tell you tonight that black man was a 65-year-old Vietnamese woman. And I've got a date later tonight. Yeah! Let's do this! Boom, boom, pow! Wow!
Keep it going for David Glasspool. That is our Friday night showcase. Give it up for all of the comedians that you saw tonight, all local comics. Thank you for supporting local comedy. Once again, take care of your bar staff. And you guys don't have to leave. There's drinks, there'll be music. Don't drink and drive, everybody. Please be safe. Have a great 3-day weekend. Have a good night.